Hello folks, Paul Lilly here with HotHardware.com, and today we are taking you on a quick tour of Apple's second generation tablet, the iPad 2. The iPad 2 comes with a pair of Apple decals, an AC adapter, and of course the Sync/USB cable. You'll notice that the iPad 2 looks a lot like the iPad 1, however, Apple did make a few key upgrades to its second generation tablet. The iPad 2 is now 33% thinner, as well as up to 15% lighter than the iPad 1, which does make it more comfortable to hold, particularly if you're prone to holding your iPad with just one hand. The iPad 2 now comes with a 1 GHz dual-core processor, upgraded from a single-core processor, 512 megabytes of RAM, up from 256 megabytes, and it also now includes a pair of cameras, including a front-facing camera with support for FaceTime, as well as a rear-facing camera that both takes photos and shoots videos in 720p. Otherwise, the iPad 2 retains the same gorgeous 9.7-inch LED panel with a 1024 by 768 screen resolution. You have the home button on the bottom, volume switch on the side, as well as the mute and or screen lock key, power switch, headphone jack, and of course Apple's proprietary port on the bottom. And there are a lot of adapters you can buy, including one that will let you hook up your iPad to your HD TV via HDMI. Now we do have a third generation Kindle here to compare the iPad 2 with, just for scale. Obviously these are two very different products, the Kindle being an ebook reader, the iPad 2 being a tablet PC. But what's interesting to note here is that when you put them side by side, it's pretty much a wash as to which one is thinner. From a performance standpoint, the iPad 2 is snappier than the iPad 1, particularly when browsing the web. Web pages load much faster than before, scrolling is a lot easier, and pinch to zoom is absolutely crazy fast on the iPad 2. This is actually a high point on the iPad 1, and it's been improved even further on the iPad 2. Pricing for the iPad 2 starts at $499 for the 16GB Wi-Fi only model. 32GB and 64GB options are also available for $599 and $699 respectively, and you could add $130 to each of those for the 3G radio. Do note that there are different 3G versions for both AT&T and Verizon, as well as differing data charges. Finally, the iPad 2 does come in both a black bezel or a white bezel option. And that'll do it for a quick look at the Apple iPad 2 tablet PC. Be sure to check out our full review at HotHardware.com.